Escape the dungeon!
Hello, everybody. This is Escape the Dungeon, the podcast where we ask you to join us as we explore the world beyond the world's oldest role-playing game. My name is Mike Cripps, and I will be your host and game master, and I am joined by three stellar players. Zach Brass.
Oh, sorry, that's me. Hello.
Dom Brass.
Oh, sorry. Oh, that's me.
And Nate Brass.
Guys, I had a great idea. What if the beginning of this episode, we all talk about our favorite robots?
Each season, we will be playing a different tabletop role-playing game. This season, we are playing Scum and Villainy, a Forged in the Dark game published by Evil Hat Productions. Dominic, you have brought to my attention that we have some unfinished business from, was it last episode, the episode before, who knows?
It was last episode.
Last episode, where I believe I made a promise to you.
You did. You made me a promise, and it's time to own up to that. We are going to have
cashing in that check.
Conversation about dinosaurs.
About dinosaurs. Okay. All the conversation you never got to have as a child.
Oh, he got to have this conversation as a child with everybody that he would speak to. I want to make it clear to you, by the way, that Dom's first words as a child, and I'm not joking, by the way, like, this is not an exaggeration by any stretch of the imagination, beyond the typical yes, no, shit like that, dad, ma, dad, whatever he said, that beyond that basic shit, his first words were Lion King as a single word.
Obviously.
And dinosaur.
Yeah, I was a smart kid. I knew what was up.
That's a pretty easy one. That I feel like those are beginner sounds.
Apple is a normal first word. Apple.
No, apple's stupid. Why would I say apple first?
You.
Well, shut up. I have a good joke. Apple. Yeah, I bet that's what a lot of kids are saying as their first words these days. You know, what with the iPhones and the iPads and whatnot.
You're right. That was a really good joke.
Okay, I regret stopping for that. Let's go.
I honestly don't even feel like that was worth the joke. I don't know why we stopped.
Yeah, but I love the enthusiasm for the joke.
I appreciate but we're not going to edit any of this out.
You need to work on the delivery slightly.
Yeah, that's a fair critique.
All right, I think that's enough for the beginning segment.
Shut up.
Thanks for joining us for a conversation about dinosaurs.
No, we have to talk about dinosaurs.
I promised Dom that we would talk about dinosaurs. Dom, what would you like to say about dinosaurs?
Okay, so I believe what we agreed upon last time is we were going to talk about our favorite dinosaurs.
All right, Dom, go ahead. Start us off. What's your favorite dinosaur?
Yeah, you're ready.
Okay, so it's kind of a nerd pick. Can't help it. I love the greatest dinosaur, and the greatest dinosaur is Allosaurus. It is it's a large theropod. I think it was the largest predator at the time. It's the cool looking dinosaurs. The two legs.
The T-Rexy looking guys.
Basically, yeah.
Is this just a nerdier way to say T-Rex?
It is.
No, it's not.
It sounds like it is.
Yeah.
No, T-Rex
go on.
is a specific dinosaur that was in the Triassic period, and the Allosaurus was Jurassic period.
So which one of those is first? I don't remember.
Jurassic. It's not the first period, but it's before. Triassic's at like the end.
No, Cretaceous at the end. You're fucking your shit up.
Oh, you're right. I am. I'm fucking my shit up. Oh my god. It's so much pressure now.
To talk about the true best dinosaur, We're going to talk about a late Cretaceous dinosaur, one of the last known
God damn it.
living dinosaurs, the Triceratops. Not only does it have one horn, it has a second and a third, and a cool shield head, and a beak. I mean, you can't beat it. That's my defense. Your Honor, I rest my case.
Well, that's fine. But guys, I picked the Posusukas. And before I want any fucking backlash from this goddamn nerd over here, I know the Posusukas isn't a dinosaur. It's just a Triassic period crocodile.
God fucking
and
damn
that's
it.
fine.
I'm
I'm
up the
taking
Triassic.
it.
Oh my god.
Yep, you did.
I ruined everything.
The goddamn dinosaur nerd doesn't even know his periods. What can I say?
Yeah, I give up now. I give up. I feel so bad about that. This is like a big deal. I kind of want to just stop recording.
But Dom, you haven't asked me what my favorite dinosaur is yet.
Mike, what's your favorite dinosaur?
I'm an adult. I don't have a favorite dinosaur.
It's a fucking dumb take. Freaking
That's
lame.
all we
Whatever.
have for Dino Talk.
No. Shout out the big dumb one that smacks its head against things.
Oh, that was cool.
The Dino guy doesn't even know the name of a Pleptotaurinus.
It sounds like Dom might be a fake dinosaur fan.
You know
Big
what? I don't
fan.
even care anymore.
Fake
I don't even care
fan.
anymore. I hate you guys.
Name
This is the
5
worst
dinosaurs.
day. 5 dinosaurs?
Yeah, I bet you can't.
Okay, I think that's enough, guys.
Dakota Raptor.
God damn it.
Utah Raptor.
No, Dom, it's the Utah Jazz and the Toronto Raptors. Okay, everybody.
Oh my god. That was good.
You ready to put dumb dinosaurs behind us?
I hate you guys.
We love you, Dom.
Yeah, whatever.
Just so you know, I posted the head buddy dinosaur in our chat. I don't know how to say that word.
Pachycephalosaurus.
No, that sounds right.
I mean, that is what reading is.
Oh no.
Yeah, I hate to brag to you guys, I really do, but I do know how to read.
This guy reads.
Welcome to the Procyon sector. A treasure hunt begins, and our heroes head out to the uninhabitable wastes of frozen Lithios, chasing a mystic artifact, glimpsed in a glimmer of a vision. Crash, Cypher, and Gorpheus are joined by their ally Lysaia. Will they find what they seek for the Cult of the Seekers? Will they avoid a chillingly chilly fate on this weird world? Or will they triumph and return, artifact in hand, to the warmth of the Phoenix 13? So where we left off with you guys, you have left the comfort of Solitude Colony behind you, and you are going off into the frozen wastes in search of a chasm, you think, that hosts a way artifact that Lysaia and her friends with the Cult of the Seekers think they can use to open up a long-lost gate to another system. That's what the stakes are. It's been a while since we, really went over all that. But, you are heading off into the tundra. You've got your gear, you've got your vehicles, and you are chasing this little tingling, mystical feeling in the way that Gorpheus and Lysaia can feel pulling you out towards it. The job has begun, so the first things that we want to do is everyone needs to set their load level, and we need to make the engagement roll to see how what the position at the start of this job is.
I just want to say Gorpheus is making the engagement roll, right? It's obvious. This is for his girl.
Yeah, man. Come on.
Just don't fuck us again.
Okay, I'm gonna be a medium load.
Normal load.
The wrong terminology. It's a normal load.
Freaking amateur hour over here.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. What have I never played this game before? Come on.
How about Cypher, Nate?
Cypher, I think, is gonna go for a heavy load.
Heavy load. Very good. And Gorpheus.
So, I was thinking about doing a light load, but that would be stupid. So I'm going to do a normal load.
Okay, so we're going normal, heavy, normal. Very good. And how about we get that engagement roll then to see how things are looking as you head off into the frozen wilderness.
Okay.
Right, Gorpheus. Don't fuck up.
So I think, obviously, we're gonna go with a mystic operation.
Oh, yeah.
Makes sense to me.
Lean on our friend's mystical arcane powers to guide us to the correct destination.
I wouldn't describe them as arcane.
Well, the game would. You scroll to the bottom of your character sheet where it says planning and load, right next to mystic arcane power.
All right there, buddy.
Let's talk about whether you get any bonus or penalty dice to this. Is this operation particularly bold or daring?
I think so.
I don't know. I don't know that it's particularly bold. It's somewhat bold. But I also don't think it's very complex or contingent on too many factors. So nothing there. Does it expose a vulnerability of the target or hit them where they're weakest? No. Is it the strongest approach against them? No. I don't think so. And I'm not going to tell you why just yet, but I'm sure we'll come to see that soon enough. Can any of your friends or contacts provide aid? Yeah, that is what Lasaya and your bra Rahim are doing.
Well, he's not our bra, right?
So that'll be a bonus die. Any enemies or rivals interfering with this operation, you know Razor is out there, but he's not directly interfering with this job just yet, so no penalty.
He can't know what this job is. We don't know what our job is.
You know you're looking for a weird thing, and that's kind of about it. So go ahead and make this engagement roll with 2 dice.
All right, Gorpheus, it's all on you.
And just remind me, which one am I rolling for an engagement roll?
It is just going to be... I think there's an engagement roll option on either your character sheet or the ship character sheet, but it is just a d6 for sheer luck, plus 1 bonus die.
I rolled a 2.
On an engagement roll, a 1 to 3 is a bad result. You are you're in a desperate position when the action starts. And I think on a snow planet, the desperate position you wind up in is a blizzard. I think in a couple of hours, as you travel, you're following this feeling that you have, Gorpheus, this tingling in the back of your mind from the way. And, you know, after an hour, it gets feeling stronger. And after another hour, it becomes less of a feeling and more a noise, a song in the back of your head that you can hear and get stuck. And as you're trying to concentrate on this song, while you're trying to listen for it so that you can head towards it, the skies go dark. The constant greens and purples of the aurora that surrounds this planet deepen in color. and shed cascading shadows dancing around. The wind begins to pick up, and terrible dark clouds start to roll over you. Mist and fog and snow swirling around until there is very little visibility. And it's almost like this is out of nowhere. You know, there was no forecast for this. But suddenly you are in the middle of a very bad blizzard storm. And Gorpheus, that singing in your head, that singing in Lysia's head, is just getting louder and louder and more confounding. The group of you are on the verge of becoming lost unless you can right yourselves in this situation. What is gonna happen? Tell me.
I can hear it. It's getting stronger. Hey, guys, did it get colder here? Hey, can you guys hear me?
I can hear you. My I'm sorry. Unlike your race, our ears are not affected by the cold.
What? What did you say? Captain Crash!
I dramatically pantomime. Cold no hurt ears.
Oh my God! Cypher, I think Crash's ears aren't working. Cypher!
No, I think he seems fine. You're like really close to me. Why are you yelling?
I can't. Cypher, are you okay? Cypher, Captain Crash, Cypher's not responding.
It's really hard for you to read my lips because they're virtual, but I am talking to you, friend.
I think he's dead.
I shake him, Gorpheus. I like grab him and shake him, and then I just like wink and do a dramatic thumbs up at Cypher. Like he's good.
Captain Crash! Oh jeez, thank God you're here. It's got darker. Hey, you guys think you could do anything about this storm? You just turn it off or something? You guys got anything?
Can I hack my communicator to try and find a signal of a nearby civilization or any buildings that would be broadcasting? Like find a direction?
Yeah, and you know, I don't think this requires a roll. That is a simple enough thing to do. The strongest signal is coming from behind you, back towards Solitude Colony. But you do detect a faint presence that is coming far to the west from where you are, which is not in the direction that Lysia and Gorpheus are feeling this pulling from the way.
Should we go this way instead, or do we want to just get lost to your wave vision?
What? What did he say? I can't hear him.
He wants us to go that way.
Oh, no, Cypher! We're going this way! Pointing to where the sound is coming from.
Yeah, this singing that you are hearing. And Lysia, you know, she's like leaning against you, Gorpheus. You know, she's like a little waif of a woman, and the winds that are picking up are like kind of battering her around a little bit. She's struggling to stand, and she says, "Yes, that is not the way. That is. Can you not hear it calling to you? We have to go." And Lysia like tries to move forward, and she gets like a few yards away from you as she's, you know, calling back, we must push. And then she stumbles in the snow and falls.
Fuck!
Well, look, it might not be the way, but it might be the way to a warm bowl of soup if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I feel like we need to regroup because Gorpheus is making no sense. He's screaming at us. Like, we need to figure out a plan here to get through this blizzard.
This is ridiculous. Honestly, genuinely, I don't even know why we're here. I just, I know it's for Gorpheus' girl, but like maybe we sit in the cabin until it stops snowing.
Let's put Lysia on the speeder.
I want to go to Lysia and pick her out of the snow.
Yeah, so Gorpheus, you go and you pull her up out of the snow, and it looks like she's maybe twisted her ankle pretty badly. You look down to see like why she fell, and you see that there is a sizable divot in the snow here, in the ice. And it looks like a large creature's footprint.
Bigger than the Grand Faraniki?
Is it bigger than the Grand Faraniki?
Roughly the same size, yeah. It is a large, looks probably mammalian, not too dissimilar from a human footprint, but considerably larger.
Can I do a study check on this to see if I have information on this animal in my memory banks?
Yeah, absolutely. So you can go ahead and you can make you are in a desperate position because of the engagement roll and the blizzard going on. We'll call this a desperate standard study roll.
That is a 5.
So remember to mark XP for that, because you made a desperate roll. And on a desperate 5, you do it, but there's a consequence. You suffer severe harm. A serious complication occurs. Cypher, you look at this large footprint in the ice, and you scan your memory banks for any information that might be there, and you recognize this as a footprint matching a... you know what? You give me like a funny alien name. Like just, make an alien sound for me.
Flonknickel.
A wonknickel.
God damn it.
And you know that a wonknickel is a predator species that is found on this planet that resembles a large white-furred primate, but with the head of a shark.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's fucking sick.
I love Wonknickels.
Yeah, they're pretty fascinating creatures.
They're actually one of my favorite animals. In fact, I sometimes call the Wompnickel my spirit animal.
Oh my god, did you guys see the new documentary series on them? They're extremely dangerous. They like to rip apart their prey while it's still living because the juices are a little bit more fresh that way.
Yeah, that is true about Wonknickels. Cypher, as you are explaining this to the rest of the group, you hear in the distance the howl of a Wonknickel.
Oh my god, guys, there's one close by! Can we get some footage?
Dom, do you want to make a Wonknickel hound for me? A Wonknickel howl for me? The consequence of that roll is that I am going to start 2 6-segment clocks. These will be racing clocks, which means that
I love my punishment clocks.
You love a race. 2 6-segment racing clocks. One is going to be wildlife attacks, and one will be arrive at destination.
Oh, let's go.
And I am going to tick 2 segments of the wildlife attacks clock.
I think it's getting closer, guys.
Well, look, honestly, I actually think it's pretty exciting. I've always wanted to fight a Wombicle. I actually heard their coats, they're the best ones.
The best ones.
Guys, I've always wanted to record my own animal documentary. So I'm just saying, we could
continue on our way, but also try to lure in this Swamp Nickel and, get some footage.
Well, I'm just thinking, you look at my coat right now, it's perfectly fine, but it's made of all these artificial animal leathers, and I just think it'd be really exciting if I had a Wompnickel space snow jacket,
Don't worry, Lysia. They're just kidding. We're gonna not run into the giant monster. Let's keep following the way path.
But if we do run into the giant monster, don't worry. We took out a bunch of space pirates. They're way more badass than a space monster.
Yeah, even one that slowly devours you alive to enjoy the watching you swerve. Totally. This is gonna be fine. And I do well in blizzards.
I read a study that showed they like to eat you alive because the adrenaline's still fresh.
Okay, guys, but seriously, I'm cold-blooded. Let's stay focused here.
The 6-segment clock is arrive at destination. What is your destination? Are you gonna head west towards this signal that Cypher is picking up? Or do you want to head north in the direction that this singing that Gorpheus and Lysia can hear?
Captain, I say we head west because they might have snow speeders.
Yeah, you are finding that your land vehicles are not moving the most efficiently in this blizzard.
Well, I was just thinking, what if we just get in the spaceship and fly to where Gorpheus says?
No, I think we have to, I get too much interference. I think we should just keep slowly making our way through toward the weird sounds.
Well, I think if that's the case, we should probably do what Cypher says and try and get the snow speeders.
I feel like we're making a lot of assumptions.
Why don't we ask your girl, man? What does she want to do? Does she want to go and get vehicles that will make everything faster and actually do the job that she wants us to do quickly and efficiently with little harm? Or does she want to die in a snowy wasteland?
Well, so Lysia, what do you think?
Do you think we should drive there or walk there?
So here's the thing with some of the NPCs in this game. The NPCs that are listed in the book don't have a ton of descriptions or qualities. Usually they have like a title to explain what their role in the game is, what their role in the fiction is, and then a few adjectives to describe them. And since that's most of what I have to go off of for these NPCs, I try to stick with them as closely as I can. Lysia Al-Nimamar's description is noble for like her role. And then the adjectives that are used for her are mystic, brilliant, and obsessed.
Okay. So I think we can assume what she's gonna say.
So Lysia says, "Oh, the artifact, we're getting closer. We cannot turn. It's becoming so clear. I can hear it. Can't you hear it, Gorpheus?"
I can hear it.
And so she is going to insist, like as the client of this job, that you continue forward. If you want to try and I almost said sway, but that would be too railroady, too directorial. If you would like to try and convince her away from this course of thinking, I would ask for an action roll.
I actually think we should do what we want, because what are they gonna do? Die in the wilderness?
Captain, can we have a sidebar? Like, just me and you?
Yes.
I feel like Gorpheus and this Lysia chick are going crazy, dude. Is it just me?
I'm kind of with you on this.
Like they just started yelling really loud. They say they hear the way. I don't even know if they're hearing the same way because they disagree on what the way is.
Because what if it's the new way? I
We
don't
don't know.
understand.
But they're both getting really weird on this planet, bro.
Cypher, I know I've told you this before, but you're a brother to me, and I cannot go forward with this quest without feeling that we're doing the right job. We need to lead him along the true way. I think he's falling lost.
The true way? There's a third way now?
Oh my goodness. These guys aren't even religious. This is nonsense.
The best cult leaders aren't.
He's letting love get in the way of his new way, and we can't let that happen. This man, he must follow his own way, not the way of the woman seducing him.
I was just thinking it was probably like we're finding a dark way artifact and we don't know that yet, but like it seems like it's really messing them up. So I feel like they're not really in the right mind to be making the decisions. We need to get out of this blizzard like right away. This seems like the safest way is to go towards whatever the sound is and not towards the crazy mystical artifact that's made our friend go crazy.
Well, look, I gotta be real with you, Cypher. You telling me not to do the crazy thing, it kind of worries me.
You know, you're right, but like Gorpheus is scaring me, man. Like I just want old Gorpheus back. He's not the same on this planet. Is that what love does to you?
The only reason I'm even willing to entertain what you're saying right now, it sounds crazy to me. You telling me to take the safe route and Gorpheus asking us to walk into instant death? I mean, what is this, a reversal world? Well, anyway, I believe we need to move on to the place where there are beds and warm clothing and food. And then we can reevaluate the situation because obviously Gorpheus has been infected by love.
I'm so glad I'm a robot when I see things like this. You guys just go crazy about that space poon.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I just look at Messiah. Yeah, I think they're just having a chat. Nothing to worry about. You know, sometimes Cypher gets a little skittish.
Alright, Gorpheus, we've made a decision.
Oh, good.
We're gonna go to the camp.
What?
Well,
What? Wait, sorry.
Let me have a
Captain Crash, I
conversation.
misheard you. I thought you said we were going to a camp, but we're going to follow the way.
we're going to the camp!
Sorry, can you speak louder? My ear holes, I think I'm getting some kind of interference, because you keep talking about a camp, but we're heading towards a mystical artifact.
Well, I'll tell you what, Gorpheus. Let's have a conversation over here by the pile of snow over there.
Messiah just keeps moving forward.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna follow Messiah. If you guys just want to keep
Garfield.
up a
Messiah!
little bit.
Garfis!
We're making some soup!
What?
Stop!
Garfis!
Messiah!
Like I said, if you want to stop her from progressing, I need an action roll from somebody.
I'm not gonna stop her. I'm gonna keep going. Come on, guys. You're slowing
I'm
us
gonna
down.
try and stop her. I'm gonna sway. Messiah! We're making some soup! It's cold, and I want some soup!
Fucking soup.
This is a desperate situation still, because you have not done anything to make it not desperate. And I'm going to say this has limited effect.
Alright, a desperate limited effect for soup roll. You got any devil's bargains for me? It's fine, it's a 5.
A 5.
I do it, but there's a consequence, right?
You do it, but there's a consequence, and it is a limited effect. So I think what happens here is Messiah stops moving, but she says, I do not understand. No, I am not hungry. I do not want any soup. We must keep moving. Can you not hear it? Can you not hear it? And when she says that, you start hearing some strange sounds crash. You start hearing music. You start hearing singing that's like stuck in your head in the back of your mind. And you realize that you can hear what she is talking about.
Holy shit, I can hear it.
The consequence of this, I think, is I would like this is mean, but not as mean as maybe I could be. I would like both Gorpheus and Crash to mark a level 1 harm that is just right distracted.
What the fuck?
If either of you try doing anything that like requires a great deal of concentration, which is I'll be generous enough about, like trying to shoot something probably doesn't require as much concentration as I mean here, but if you're really trying to focus, you are going to have reduced effect on that from the level 1 harm.
Lisaya! I am getting frostbite. We're going to stop for some soup.
Captain Crash, I feel like stopping for soup in the middle of a blizzard is not the way.
Okay, but Garfius, we are, as you just said, we are in the middle of a blizzard. We need to find some shelter so we can, like, not die. Like, you're usually Mr. Not Die / Mr. Die. And so I need you to just be Mr. Not Die for, like, 5 minutes and stop listening to your crazy drug magic, bro.
Cypher, you get to be Mr. Not Die like every other day, at least. Okay? This is my one time where I'm Mr. Maybe we're gonna die. Okay? Just, you know? We did that race. Remember that race and how well that went? And remember the pirates?
Do
how
you
I
have
did?
any way of making us not die out here? Like, I haven't heard other options than keep wandering in the waste.
Cypher, we're close.
Cypher, I'm gonna need you to shut up for a second. This is Captain Crash speaking. He's got me. You're always Mr. Die. And this is... well, this is Gorpheus's job. And we gotta do everything we can in the pursuit of love.
Damn it, you're right.
You guys were so adamant. And then it's just like, damn it, you're right.
I'm disappointed you didn't argue a half a second longer.
No, I thought it was beautiful.
All right. We've decided we're gonna go on.
Okay, good. So no soup?
We'll have soup later.
Awesome. Let's go.
So your destination is the way, this feeling, this sound that now 3 of you can hear. Cypher, the only one who doesn't hear this, perhaps because of their Urbot nature.
Yeah, religion is racist.
Who knows? You are 6 segments away from that on the clock. You are 4 segments away from a wildlife attack of the what did we call it? The winknickel? Wonknickel? Wonknickel?
Yeah.
A shark ape attacking you. I kind of want to run this in a maybe unconventional way for this game, but I'm kind of like testing the limits of the system as one of my goals here. So I kind of want to run this as what we might call a skill challenge in other kinds of games, where I kind of just want to hear from the 3 of you what you think you can do, what you can try to get to your destination safely and quickly through these horrible situations and with this predator on the prowl. And let's see how it goes.
Well, naturally, I don't know what you're asking from me, but we're gonna sweep away our tracks in the snow, obviously, like in Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, where they classically swept away all of their tracks with brushes. I think, if I remember correctly, from like 15 years ago plus.
Okay, really interesting. So, yeah, you are going to try and cover your tracks in a way that is maybe not super helpful for getting you to your destination, but might be beneficial to protecting yourself from the threats that are out here. So, give me an action roll for that.
I think that's gonna skulk.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense to me. You are still in a desperate situation. So again, mark XP for that. I've been giving away so much XP lately.
Stop putting us in desperate desperate situations.
Stop rolling poorly. No, please don't stop rolling poorly.
Last time that happened, he wasn't happy.
Let's call this
we got to blow up 2 ships.
Let's call this a desperate standard skulk roll.
So Zach rolled a 3.
A 3 on a desperate roll.
Stop it. That was a lie.
This seems like a good opportunity to remind you guys, you can always try to resist consequences. And, the only thing it'll really cost you is stress. Or this is something I don't think we've talked about before. There is another way to resist consequences, actually. And it is called armor. On all of your loadouts, you should see a couple boxes that say armor. Do you see that?
Yeah, armor heavy special.
So armor, it is special. It for one is quite literally armor. It says if you have a type of armor that applies to the situation, you can mark an armor box to reduce or avoid consequence instead of rolling to resist. When an armor box is marked, it can't be used again until it's restored. All of your armor is restored when you choose your load for the next job. So you could say right now that you have like special snow armor as part of your loadout. Because I'm going to say the consequence here is I would ask you to mark a level 2 harm for frostbite.
Well, then that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, so you can mark armor that counts towards your load for this job, and you can't use it again. You may have multiple boxes of armor, I can't remember for sure. But if you do, you only have to mark 1 box of that.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's 2 boxes of armor. I will mark 1.
Crash, you are trying to skulk. You are trying to, cover your tracks through this blizzard, but just the deep, bone deep cold of this planet is starting to get to you. And if it were not for your snow, your cold based equipment that you brought with you, you would really be feeling the effects of that.
Oh, boys. Look, gentlemen, I gotta tell you, it's feeling really cold out here. Like, really cold.
Gorpheus just looks a little confused.
Captain, we're in a blizzard.
Yeah, so as you guys keep going, what is something else someone wants to try to do to get to your destination quickly, quietly, efficiently?
I think Gorpheus is trying to take point and just focus really deeply. Can I pinpoint with greater accuracy to sort of help us guide the way a little faster?
You can certainly try. So what I assume this is an attune roll, unless you want to get crazy with it. So make a desperate attune roll. This would normally be standard effect, but that is reduced to limited because, as you said it yourself, you're trying to use deep focus. but you have that distraction harm. I do have a devil's bargain for you. You lose the signal that Cypher picked up to the west.
Yeah, for sure.
You suck.
I'm sorry.
So yeah, you will get a bonus die for that. Cypher, you see the signal that you have still been tracking on your comms device just disappears. And it might be the blizzard, it might be that whatever was there is no longer there. You're not sure.
I'm sure it's fine. I rolled a 5.
A 5. You do it, but with a consequence. You do it with a limited effect, so I will tick off one segment of the arrive at destination clock. You get a little bit closer as you try and focus on this mystical sound you're hearing. And the more you focus on it, the clearer it gets. It is definitely singing, Gorpheus. It's chanting, it's hymns. You are hearing religious hymns, and you can't quite make out the words, but it's multiple voices stacked on top of each other.
Are these both 6-segment clocks?
They are, yes. The consequence on a desperate roll is I'm going to tick off 2 more segments of the wildlife attacks roll. There are 2 left. As Gorpheus, you start not even aware that you're doing it at first, start humming along loudly with the chanting that you are hearing. And that noise that is now truly audible, it's attracting things to your presence. I think it sounds like old and antiquated and strange.
Whatever it is, when Gorpheus starts humming it, not long after, Crash starts humming along.
Nice.
And I think Lysia does as well. Cypher, you are now moving through a blizzard with 3 people who are humming this strange music. What are you gonna try and do here?
I don't know if this is actually that helpful, being as we're trying to avoid being tracked, but I think Cypher is going to try and rig the land vehicle, the 2-person that we have out, to try and just create kind of like a space heater so we don't all freeze to death in the middle of a blizzard.
Sure, I think that works. Trying to make it so just the act of moving is a little bit easier. Totally. Let's call that a desperate standard rig roll.
You got a devil's bargain for me?
How about, so this entire time, your Bra Rahim has been on the comms with you, sort of checking in periodically, making sure that primarily Lysia is all right, whether rescue needs to be sent. My devil's bargain for you is that communications with your Bra Rahim will drop as well. And so you will then now be essentially totally isolated out here.
Not yet. I don't
Not
want that yet.
Okay.
No, that seems like a fun recurring one. See who takes it. Ooh!
Oh no!
That'll be a 2.
That will be a 2. And so you are trying to rig your land vehicle, which is already struggling in the blizzard, not made for this terrain, not made for this weather, but you are trying to rig it into a vehicle / space heater. And as you are doing this, it just starts emitting this, putrid smoke that it's belching into the air and making these horrible guttural noises from the engine as you're like trying to tweak things, but it's not really working. And so I am going to mark off the final 2 segments of the wildlife attacks clock.
My man, what are you doing? This is our only transportation of food. Cypher, I don't see this often, but I'm ashamed of you.
Captain, no.
And as he says that, Dom, can you give me another wonk nickel noise? And through the swirling snow and wind and darkness of the blizzard, you hear heavy footsteps. And a 8-foot tall creature emerges through the storm. It is covered in white and silver fur. It has hands the size of, Gorpheus's body. It has the head and the open maw and the countless teeth of a shark. It pounds its chest with those big meaty hands, and it starts to charge at you. The wildlife attack 6-segment clock is now complete, and I am starting another 6-segment clock for the Wonk Nichols aggression.
Lithios, a frozen tundra, and the home of the ever-elusive Wonk Nickel. Today, we will be studying its habitat and learning how it tries to take out its prey firsthand. Welcome to the docuseries, The Phoenix 13.
Oh my god.
So, Cypher is monologuing as this horrible monstrosity charges at you. Gorpheus and Crash, how are you reacting to this?
Okay, so the first immediate reaction is that I would like to pull out my sidearm and shoot right before where it is running and make like a mist of snow and shit to like kind of give us a little bit of distraction / cover to get ready. That's my first thing I'm trying to do.
Sure, I love it. Go ahead and make an action roll for me.
Alright, I'm gonna say that sounds like a scramble roll to me.
Sure, I can see that. I am going to call this a desperate limited effect roll because this is like a higher tier creature than your crew is. So you lose some effect on that.
You got any devil's bargains for me?
Yes, I do. It grabs Lasaya. It doesn't immediately harm her, but it grabs her.
Okay, well, I don't know that does anything for me. Gambits. How many do we start with?
Your crew starts with 1, and then I believe you have an ability that gives you another, right?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so you've got 2 gambits. You have not earned any additional ones. I don't believe there is a limit on how many gambits you can spend on a single roll.
I'm using a gambit. One of the 2. I get 1 for free automatically. Screw you guys. It's mine. That's why I took the ability. And that's a 3.
That is a 3.
Our luck had to run out at some point, but goddamn, his job has gone terribly.
Yeah, because you guys are rolling bad at every roll. Oh my goodness.
This is the guy who started us in a desperate situation.
No, you're right. That's on me. I got us in a blizzard.
The Wonk Nickel, this ape shark on this ice planet just totally shrugs off the debris that you try to send scattering up in the air as you blast the ground in front of it, and just charges through it directly at you, Crash, you the aggressor here. And it is going to just full on leap on top of you, knocking you to the ground, pinning you. And its shark mouth opens, and it is inches away from your face as you just see rows and rows and rows of razor sharp teeth.
Here you see the Womp Nickel charges its prey, ready, and bares its teeth, showing how it will rip him apart. Piece
Cypher,
by piece.
stop it. I'm literally in danger right now. I need you to stop commentating and shoot this thing.
Cypher, could you do the voiceover later, maybe? I take out my crystal sword, and I attack the Womp Nickel.
Okay, I need an action roll.
I'm gonna give you a scrap here.
Yeah, this will be a desperate limited scrap roll. I have a devil's bargain for you.
Okay.
Its physiology is going to react to your way sword in some manner.
That's highly specific.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that sounds cool. Like, I have to do it, right?
Oh, look at that. Look, he's getting it. He's getting it. Dom's getting it. He just has to do the crazy thing.
Yeah, I'm using it. I rolled a 6.
A 6. You do it, no consequence. No consequence other than the devil's bargain that you just accepted. You slash into this thing, Gorpheus, and as you get closer, as you get behind it and see its back, you can tell that its back is already riddled with scars. Scars from blades or claws or something else, but dozens of them on the back of this apex predator creature. And your sword is like made up of a bunch of fragments of little stones, right? That's how you've described it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so each of those stones that are floating in the air purely by your command of the way tear into the back of this creature, into the back that is already covered in so many other scars. And you know that you are going to leave a new one on this creature. Yeah, I'm going to give you actually better effect. I'm gonna upgrade for free from limited to standard effect, and mark 2 segments on the Wonk Nichols clock here. But something strange happens as you tear into it. The song in your head gets louder. The chanting becomes more intense. The Wonk Nickel lets out a terrible roar of pain that, pushes back Crash's hair as he is pinned down face to face with this thing. And a strange mutation begins to happen on the Wonk Nickel. Something that goes against Cypher's documentary-based understanding of this creature's physiology. Those countless rows and rows of teeth that Crash is face to face with, you see start emerging in the back, in the gash that you have created. And it is like a new mouth has formed in the back of this shark ape, and it begins to snap at you as well, Gorpheus. we are going to pick up here against the Wonk Nickel next time on Escape the Dungeon. Thank you for listening to Escape the Dungeon. Escape the Dungeon is created by Dom Brass, Nate Brass, Zach Brass, and Mike Cripps, with editing and original music by Tyler Nick. If you enjoyed this show, please consider subscribing and leaving a 5-star review on your favorite podcast app. To find us on social media, go to escapethedungeonpod.com.